Hello everyone, this is the second grade enhanced math week 10 division table solution video. Problem 1. In the following calculation, a square represents the same number. 7 plus 4 squares equals to 31. Then which number represents a square? Alright, so first we have to eliminate everything that is not a part of the squares, which in this case is 7. So we subtract 7 from both sides, so 7 disappears, and 31 minus 7, that gives us 24. Okay, and then square plus square plus square plus square equals to 24. 24 divided by 4 squares, since there's 4 of them, equals to 6. So the value of a square is 6. Problem 2. Mary put her coins into 5 rows, and each row has 6 coins. If she put these coins into 10 rows, such that each row has the same number of coins, how many coins are in each row? All right, so first we are given the information that Mary put her coins into 5 rows, and each row has 6 coins. So if each row has 6 coins times 5 rows, that means that Mary has 30 coins. And if she arranged these same coins into 10 rows, so 30 coins divided by 10 rows equals to some amount of coins into each row, which is the same amount, that just gives us 3 coins in each row. So the answer is 3 coins. Problem 3. If 4 watermelons cost $32, how much do 6 watermelons cost? So if 4 watermelons, okay, so let me just draw a circle as a watermelon. So each of these circles represent 1 watermelon equals to $32. Essentially, in red, we just divide 4 by 32, which gives us $8 per watermelon. If we are given the same information as to $8 per watermelon, how much do 6 watermelons cost? 8 times 6 equals to $48. So 6 watermelons cost $48. Problem 4. Carol baked 120 cookies. He kept 56 cookies at home for his family and shared the rest evenly with 8 friends. How many cookies did each friend get? All right, Carol baked 120 cookies at the start, and he kept 56 cookies at home for his family. Then we subtract 56 from 120. Let's do it in vertical form. 0 borrow a 1 from the 2, 2 becomes 1, 0 becomes 10, 10 minus 6 equals to 4, and 11 minus 5 equals to 6. So this is 64 cookies left over, and share the rest evenly with 8 friends. So 64 cookies shared evenly with 8 friends, it's 64 divided by 8 equals to 8 cookies by each friend. The answer is 8 cookies. Problem 5. If 8 small rectangles are put together along the width side without overlapping, they form a rectangle of length 72. The width of each small rectangle is 6 less than the length. If these 8 small rectangles are put together along the length side without overlapping, what is the length of the rectangle that they form? As we see here on the left side, this represents the 8 small rectangles that when put together along the width side form a rectangle of length 72. So let's draw this out. And then we draw 8 rectangles to get the same one as the above one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's just draw a few more. 7 and 8. All right. So we know that the length is the one on the top. So length highlighted in green, that's length of 72. And then in black, which is the width that we will find out later. Because each small rectangle is the same, we just do 72 divided by 8 equals to 9. So the length is 9 for each small rectangle. And then on the above problem, the second part, it says that the width of each small rectangle is 6 less than the length. So we just do 9 minus 6 equals to 3. So the width is 3. All right. Now we know that the width is 3. We see here that if these 8 small rectangles are put together along the length side this time, we just do it this way now. This time the length is at the side, so 9 and 9. And then we just draw 8 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And then 3 should be at the top this time, since the width, we rotate it, because this time it's lined up along the length side. Okay, so what is the length of the rectangle they form? Well, since the length is on the top always, this time we see that it is just 3 times 8, which is 24. So the length is 24 if these 8 small rectangles are lined up along the length side. Problem 6. How many 2x5 tiles are needed to cover this floor? All right, so we are given a 30 by 6 rectangle, and we need to see how many 2x5 rectangles we can fit inside. All right, a 2x5 rectangle looks like this because we assign the width as 2, so we draw width, and then we draw the width in red, and in green, we highlight 5 as the length. So we highlight the length in green. All right, so our job is to find out how many 2x5 tiles fit inside this rectangle. First off, because 2 is the width on the smaller rectangle and 6 is the width on the larger rectangle, we can just divide 2 by 6, and this just gives us 3. So 3 columns should be at the width. Therefore, we draw 2 lines, so that divides us into 3 horizontal rectangles. And then we also divide 5 by 30 because that is the length and that gives us 6. So we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, which gives us 6 vertical columns. We can count up all of these rectangles inside this 30 by 6, and we should get 18. And this basically means 3 times 6. Problem 7. The number of students in Mr. Smith's class is between 40 and 50. Mr. Smith found that he can arrange all students in the form of a solid square. The number of rows equals the number of columns. How many students were in his class? If he can arrange all students in a form of a solid square, and the number of rows equals the number of columns, the number of rows should be the same as the number of columns, which means that his class should be between 40 and 50 people. And this should mean that two numbers multiplied together equal to this, and these two numbers should be the same. And let's see which number that should be. First off, let's try 6 times 6. Well, 6 times 6 we know is 36. So 36 people, those are the two, 6 and 6, those are two same numbers, but the result is 36, so that's a little less. And then 7 times 7. Well, 7 times 7, that gives us 49, so that's perfect, since 49 is between the range of 40 and 50. Therefore, we know that the answer is 7 and 7, which is 49 students in this class. But just to be safe, let's try out 8 times 8 as well. Well, that gives us 64. That's too large, so therefore 8 times 8 is not right as well. So therefore, we get 49 students in this class with 7 rows and 7 columns. And let me just fill in this box. And finally, problem 8. Jacob used $100 to buy several copies of the same book. If he bought 8 books, he got $28 back in change. If he bought 10 books, how much money did he get back in change? So the starting amount, let's draw it. Starting amount is just $100. And in order to buy 8 books, which is the same cost, he got $28 back in change. Therefore, $100 minus $28 back in change, that leaves us with him spending $72 on 8 books of the same price. 72 divided by 8 books equals to $9 each. Following the same costs, if he bought 10 books, with each book costing $9, that equates to him spending $90. And assuming he starts out with $100 again, $100 minus $90, that leaves him with $10 in change. $10 in change.